Hello, everybody. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. Long time no see. I am still here. I still have a face. I'm still, I'm still here. I've just been extremely busy, and we have been having a weather pattern we just cannot get out of. We go up. This is Ohio. We go up to like 70, 75, and then we shoot down to like 20s or 30s. And in order to do that, we have massive storms. Last night we had a doozy. We had rain. I don't know how many inches came down, but I took a picture from my bedroom up above here of the road, totally flooded. And the township literally posted that on their page saying, "Don't travel this road. It's highly dangerous." There's a creek right across the road, and it just, we have so much rain, it can't go anywhere. The local lakes are so high. I'm not even kayaking, which I know it's crazy. I'm not kayaking. The rivers are a no-go. You do not go in our rivers. So we've been dealing with a lot of that, and I think we have like a 3-hour reprieve. We're sitting around roughly 10 a.m. here now on Saturday. So yeah, we're getting another big dumping of rain. Where's it going to go? I don't know. But I'll tell you, the Pleasant Hill Lake is just, it's rising at a rate that they cannot dump it out into the Mohican, or the Clear Fork that then goes into the Mohican. They can't dump it out fast enough. So it's flooding. You can't even get to the boat ramps. You can't do anything. The town next door is fully underwater. I mean, you can't. My husband wanted to go for donuts today. He wanted to go to George Dutchman to bring us home some donuts. And he came home, he said, I cannot get through the town. And my friend that lives over there, he had to travel, I don't know how far back, to come around and loop past my house on the main road to even get over to Mohican. They're having a big hike today, which I did not go on. I have too much going on. Too much going on. Orchids. I wasn't going to film in person today. I had filmed everything just in situ over there where it is. And I thought, well, Holly, you have to water all these anyhow, so get them out. Do it right. So, here we are. And I will be decorating with particularly these two. There we go. For Easter. So if you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a great Easter. Be blessed. Have a great Easter. And everybody else in there, I hope you have an absolutely amazing weekend. I hope things in your world are well. So, here we go. I don't know where to begin. I will begin by saying, these are not all my blooms. Very few of them are. And I have to go this far. To get across them all. Yeah, these are not all my blooms. They're mine that I own them. They live in my home. They did come from Sheldon at Carmela Orchids. I did order, I'm trying to remember what package was it. Maybe Hawaiian Summer. I think it might have been Hawaiian Summer. There is a video, if you go back, of my latest unboxing. And these were in spike or bud. But I have a lot of my own coming in to bud right now. So we're going to have a really great summer. One of my, it was very odd. I thought about filming, but it was one flower, so I didn't. My Maxillaria tenifolia, the red version. I was watering and I saw one beautiful. I didn't see it. I smelled it. Listen, if you have a Maxillaria and you've smelled it, you know they're very potent. So one, very out of when it normally would bloom, but it did grace me with one beautiful, wonderfully fragrant flower maybe about 2 weeks ago. So we'll see a bigger flush. I would imagine a bigger flush coming soon. So let's get started. Again, as I said, these have been grown on by Carmela, and you know they're in my care now. But look at this. Beautiful. You've seen one like this several times because I have a couple in my collection. One of them just became a keiki maker. Oh, the amount of keiki. So I have transplanted some of them on. Spring Dream Apollon. Now this one and this one are both Dendrobium nobilis. So, I don't have another dendrobium out here. Huh. There's no other dendro. I don't have the denphal out here to show you right now. None of those are in bloom. I have some in spike, not in bloom. But this is just absolutely amazing. Smells like heaven. It smells like crushed berries. It just smells so good. Now this one here, let me see. Wouldn't you just love to be here smelling this one? If you were here, you'd be having a nice cup of coffee with me. This is, the tag is over there, but it's Red Emperor. I'm gonna get this a little closer for you. Red Emperor. Is that not stunning? Now, most of the noblies, in my experience, smell like the crushed berries. This one is, let me double check here. This is more floral. I'm not picking up any berry notes from this one at all, but it's just beautiful. It's a little blousy for me, a little bright. But, you know, sometimes you want a little bit of that in your life. It is a little bright. For my taste, it's a little bright. I hear the mower. My husband has been working on the mower for days on end, trying to get some kind of timing thing corrected on the mower. So anyhow, there are the two noblies. Let me get these up here. There's just so many. This one, okay, I'm going to go through what's in bloom, and then I'll hit some of the ones I have in spike. This one, Raisin Pie, Linda. Beautiful. This one did come from Groovy Plants Ranch in spike as well. I sound like I'm a really lazy orchid grower. And you know, I only paid $24 for this. $24 for this Pathia petalum. Not bad at all. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Lots of speckles. Hairy, the hair around the edge. I will try to take a picture as if that's out of my control. I'll try to. I probably will take a picture and put a close-up on here for you, but no fragrance. No fragrance on this whatsoever. But it is elegant, pure elegance up there. I don't know where to put anything. I'm literally, the table is full. And out of camera over here is my big tub that I water with because I got it ready. I'm like, I am watering today. Nothing is going to prevent me from taking good care of my orchids this year. I'm only working my greenhouse job till June, 5 days a week. Sometimes I get a little bad and I only do 4. This week I did 4 due to Easter. But then in June, it slows down. It slows down to, I think, 1 to 2 days. For a couple people, they keep on. This one here is beautiful. I feel like I'm too far away for you to see everything well, but I will put close-ups. Oncidium Aloha Kapoho. If I'm beautiful red, beautiful deep red. Say if you would set, that's a little purple. You would never want to put purple next to red. You just wouldn't. If you put, as a designer, I did run a floral shop for a while. I mean, look at that. That's really, really pretty. It's really pretty. If you're not good with color or color placement, of course we all have our own, but some people wouldn't mind having purple sitting right next to red. It's just that they're really close on the color wheel. If you get a color wheel or look up a chart of that, typically what is the most pleasing to the eye are opposite ends of the color wheel. You spin that wheel, whatever, virtually or in your mind, whatever, and say, these are straight across. These colors are going to complement very well. Just a little tip. And that is important in the home. I do like to sometimes decorate with these and have certain colors next to certain colors. So we have covered the noblies. We have covered this beauty. And let me see. I'm not detecting a scent, but it's newly opened. Sometimes with an orchid, if it's freshly opened, you will not detect a scent for a few days. Some are night scented, some are day scented. And when I say day scented, I'm talking like 10 a.m. is peak. It is prime time. That's when you want to smell your orchids. But speaking of scent, I do want to really, really focus in on this one. I'm so distracted. There's so much traffic out there. Everybody is stopping to see what's going on with the road today. They had graders out here, road graders getting rid of the debris. It was that flooded. This absolute beauty. It's spotted, it's speckled. And the scent. Oh, I love it. I love it. And it's not floral. This does not smell floral. Now, bear with me. Bear with me. And I only discovered what this was through another YouTuber talking about it. But he's right on. He or she, whoever it was, spot on with this one. Have you ever seen, I wish I bought a pack. Have you ever, can't go to the store. Have you ever seen this zebra gum, that really cheap, nasty gum that you chewed it for a minute and the flavor was gone? But it was sour smelling, a really bright, crisp sour with a little, I don't even want to say if it's fruity. This smells exactly like you have opened up a stick of that gum. It is a dead ringer in the fragrance for that. Orchids are so spectacular that way. I mean, you have vanilla, you have rose, some of the deepest rose. A rose scent from an orchid can be better than the rose scent from a rose, believe it or not. But this beauty here is Cattleya Mariba Tiger times BC Kosh Wallace Paradise. And it did, I was going to say it bud blasted. It did not. I dropped it. I dropped it. It happens. Offer yourself grace. It happens. Grace like I had to give my dog. I know it was a little bit because she gets so excited when Mama comes home. She misses me. I did find my copper queen that has sheaths forming on it on the ground last night near the window. The pot was in shards. It's just a mess. And you can't even say anything except, did you do this? Because she's just so happy to see me. There is nothing like the love of a dog. I'm sorry if you're a cat person. There is nothing like that love of a dog. When I pull in, anytime I leave home and I pull in my driveway, there's going to be 3 faces at those windows around the orchids, which just shoots terror through my heart. Because they're all over the place wanting Mama to come in the house. We have had a few orchid casualties. But this is fabulous. This is, if I could have you smell any flower on here right now, I would have you smell this one. And secondly, I think I would have you smell the Apollon Dream, as it's just such a crisp. Some of the vanillas, they're great, but they're heavy. To me, they smell heavy. This is light. This is fresh. This is light and fresh. It's just, for springtime, it's absolutely fabulous. So, we have covered these. I have such a muddle here, but it's okay because I'm going to go over there in a little bit. I'm going to take some Murphy's oil soap. I'm going to clean all of the wood surfaces, vacuum up any bark, and I'm going to give this area in particular a deep clean. This area you can't see, just know if I'm sitting here at the table, that's my show space where I put the ones that are blooming. So, you have seen this one. You have not seen this one. And I believe Troy, Orchid Boy Troy, mentioned this one here. I believe he said his mother has this. I do pay attention to comments. So comment. Send me a comment. Oncidium, Witch's Jewel, Ivory Lips. Listen, I'm going to tell you one comment that for years has bothered me. It's bothered me. So, yeah, you know you can get to me this way. I shouldn't be telling you this. But, what did he say? If you're listening, I mean, bless your little heart. I laugh. I laugh every time I think of this comment. And it was all caps. It was all caps. And he said, I think it was a video before I learned to edit. I have ADHD. It's very hard for me to learn something new like that, technical like that. But I have. I'm not great at it, but I'm okay. And this wonderful man, it was a man, he said in all caps, I find great delight in it now. At first I was a little horrified, but I find it highly amusing. He said, in all caps, mind you, editing matters. Editing matters. Goodbye, besotted orchids. I'm sorry. Today, and for, I don't know, maybe for the first week or two, it troubled me greatly. And then I did learn later to edit. But I'll tell you, I have laughed myself silly. All caps, insulting this little woman who just wants to live in her home and show orchids. I'm sorry. I just find that, so if you're watching, you have brought me great delight. Nobody else do this, okay? Traumatized me for a week. But it was, I tell people about it. I do. If you're still watching, I tell people about your comment. You live on in infamy as being very rude. It was just funny. I'm being silly. But it was, I find great delight in it now. I mean, all caps to this woman who's just in her house showing orchids. So anyhow, this one here is a little vanilla scented. The Ivory Witch's Jewel Ivory Lips. Beautiful. But I will tell you, I don't know. I think it's the first. No, it has had another spike on it. So this is the second spike it's created. But the first pseudo bulb that's bloomed, it's wonky. And sometimes when you have an orchid that's the first time, it's just wonky. A little vanilla scented. Troy said he felt it was very vanilla scented. Maybe it's going to develop a little later. Maybe it needs to be sitting over there in the sunshine. But it's beautiful. But everything, like some of the sepals are a little bit fused. It's just a little wonky. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll put a close-up of this one. I'll edit in a close one for you. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. But I'll tell you, I just take such great delight when that pops up into my mind. I don't know. I just find it. Somebody took the time in their life to leave me what they thought was a hateful comment. And I just find it funny. Okay. So, I'm going to show you this one first. And now, I'm not detecting a fragrance, and I would have to go back through my videos to see Linda V again, because I do own it. It's in the other room growing. This is a second one I have. So one of these may be going to my friend Bon Bon. I don't know. I don't remember that it had a scent, but it's unusual for a Cattleya not to have a scent. In my understanding of Cattleyas, I think it's unusual. I'm getting nothing. So I don't know. Linda V. Beautiful. Dainty. Maybe, 1 3/4 inches across. Something like that. Sorry if you're into the metrics. You have to figure that one out for yourself. I'm not going to be rude like somebody across the pond who's rude about our system of measurement. I am in a mood today. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. I don't know. Maybe it's just because Easter's coming. Maybe it's just we've got a little bit of sunshine between the storms. Maybe it's just some frantic pulsing in me knowing we're going to have another doozy of a storm. I haven't slept in 3 days. I have not slept in 3 days due to all these horrible storms. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy. Because you just don't know how bad it's going to be. Okay. So over here, Ballara Snowblind Sweet Spots. This is going to be an absolute joy to behold. Very, very similar to my, one I love so much, Speckled Spire. Similar to Speckled Spire, but I think that one was a daintier bloom. But Ballara, you're going to have a big bloom. Ballara, she knocks it out of the park. She's good. She's got some big blooms. Now over here is a secondary, not a secondary spike. another spike came off the same pseudobulb. A secondary spike would be, this is a secondary spike. It came off of, I cut the main spike off and it was done blooming, and off it came. Now, with a Phalaenopsis, you can do that. Your oncidiums and your cattleyas are not going to give you a secondary spike. Enjoy them while they're here. But this one is just getting ready to open. Just getting ready to open. I skipped ahead. I do have 2 more in bloom over here. I have 2 white Phalaenopsis, which you've seen. You've seen. I don't need to do, I can't reach the other one. I will show you this one. Beautiful. Beautiful. And these I've had in my care a few years. Yeah, bang that around a little bit. Oh, now here is one I'm really, really pleased with. When I ordered this collection through Sheldon at Carmela, I said, I've been snooping around on his site. I've been snooping around. And I saw that he was selling, hair's out of control. He was selling, whatever this is, Psychopsis. And I had one in my cart. Actually, I had ordered it and paid for it at Hauserman Orchids. Hauserman's 2 states away. They wanted, the shipping cost was phenomenal. I mean, to me, I thought the shipping costs were really ridiculous because I was only buying 2 orchids. And between the 2 orchids I was buying from them, one of these included, some Cattleya type was the other one, and shipping, I was pushing, I think, $90. That's not my kind of, that's not what I want to deal with. So I called Sheldon. He's really great because late at night when I'm on a bender, my husband's sleeping above here, sleeping, and I'm down here quietly doing my whatever I want to be doing because he goes to bed so early. I wanted this orchid. I had to have it. I wasn't going to go any longer without this orchid. So it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. Hawaii is different from us. Such a different time zone. I can call in the middle of the night and he's working. Sheldon's busy working. So he answered the phone. And of course he knows me because I always say, Sheldon is Holly from Ohio. One day I'm going to walk into his greenhouse wearing a shirt that just says, is Holly from Ohio. Anyhow, I wanted this orchid. And the special that I ordered from him did not, it only included budded or spiking. And so I think he felt like, well, she's not going to get a spiked orchid with this collection. So he said, I have one, but it's not going to come in spike. Little did he know, it did come in spike. I'm going to have to do a close-up on this. Trust me, it's here. There is a beautiful spike that was just forming. In fact, it was still wrapped up in like some kind of a sheath. He did not see it. He wouldn't have seen it. You have to be really digging around. It was not until did I see it in the unboxing video? I may have. Or maybe it was the next day. But anyhow, there is a spike forming. So I'm really, really pleased with this. It's not my Mendenhall variety. It's Mariposa, but they're very, very similar. The only thing I found, I think in the unboxing video, I didn't even recognize this for what it was at first. Because I was used to the, oh, I just said it, the Mendenhall variety. That has the beautiful, like, red, there's dog hair on here. Red undercoating and more of a mottled leaf. So when this came out of the wrapping, I didn't even recognize it as a Psychopsis. So if I had to choose, if this was sitting next to the Mendenhall, I'd pick up the Mendenhall. I would, just for the leaf coloration. But this is fabulous. Big, beautiful, healthy leaves on this. And like I said, there's a spike. Now, don't get all excited about seeing this beautiful Psychopsis butterfly, samurai type warrior hanging in the air. It's going to be 6 months. It's going to be blooming around my birthday. I'm excited for this. So, I'm a fall person, but I have to get through this dreadful, humid Ohio summer. Now, my brother, I messaged him today. He lives in Cambodia. He lives over there near Angkor Wat. And he's just opening up. He owns a bar, but I'm not going to give you the name. He owns a bar, but he is. I'll tell you the name of the other one because it's just so cute. He opened up a hot dog stand also called Chunky Monkey. He's living his best life over there. Nathan, if you take the time to watch this, good for you, bro. Good for you. He's living it up over there. But he said they are in. He said he would love some of our rain. Some of it, not all of this. They are in. They're having a heat wave. And a heat wave in Cambodia is not a heat wave like we have here. So this is Hippodamia, leopard spots, times intermedia, orata, LC. She's got a name. Now, I have looked this up online, and I don't like what I'm seeing. I like the parents. One of the parents. Which one do I like? Of course I like the leopard spots. Come on, Holly. I like the leopard spots. I don't know. There's nothing online. I'm only seeing one picture, and it's very blah. It's blah. So I can't imagine that's what this is going to look like. I don't think it's going to look, my fingers are crossed. I don't think it's going to look like that. I'm hoping it's speckled. Where did you go? I'm hoping it's got some speckles. So we will see. It was fully in sheath till about yesterday, and I think I see maybe two buds going to open on this. You never know. There could be some blasting. But there is trust me, there are buds in there. And it's coming up over with some nice roots. I'm seeing so much beautiful, beautiful root growth in the other room. So, yeah, I will put it in another pot when it's done blooming, because it's got really great growth. What else am I going to show you? I have one more. I have two more. I have one more, and then I'm going to show you the one that just made my heart leap last night. I literally grabbed that orchid, took it into the other room, made my husband look at it. I had to shine a light. I'm like, you're going to see what I see here. I was at work yesterday, and we have some younger people and a couple newer people, newer than me. And I guess I'm kind of the mother type that's like, oh, let's do this. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. So, anyhow, as I've been there longer, it's starting to come out. It's coming out. My real self is coming out. So I told them, I said, I've been telling people what to do. Come help me with some things. And they, one of them said, please, we need you to do this. Just do it. It's spring season. So I'm like, oh, you've unleashed a monster. So anyhow, this one here, I do want to show you. We have a beautiful, beautiful sheath forming on here. A beautiful sheath. You're not going to be able to see it. I am going to be, I had to be this far away for you to see everything going on here. But I will put up pictures, close-ups. I'm going to spend an hour editing for you people. Okay. This one came from Lowe's last summer when I was on my little Lowe's bender, trotting off, getting some orchids here and there. Like, I think every week or two, I went in and got a couple orchids. I would get them on the clearance shelf. So this was a clearance. I think I paid maybe $8 for this beautiful orchid. And my brother would know this name, how to pronounce it better than I would, being in Cambodia. Pet, P-H-E-T, is it pet or fet? See, here we would say an F sound, but I bet they say pet over there. Pet, Paitoon. I need to send him this or call him and tell him ask him how to pronounce this. But if I remember this correctly, it's going to be a beautiful, it is Cattleya. It's going to be a beautiful lavender, not blue. Orchids aren't blue as much as we like to say they are. A beautiful soft lavender and a smaller bloom. I imagine, from what I've seen online, it'll be roughly the size of this, Linda V, maybe a little bit bigger, and a bigger lip. It's not such a pointy flower. So I'm really, really babying this along. I just saw it a few days ago. So if there's something I can feel the bud in there. If there's something I want to keep more of an eye on, I leave some of the budded ones in the other room. But if I really want to watch it, and you got to enjoy the whole experience of orchid growing, I bring it over here to the eastern windows where my dogs are rampaging. That sounds great. But so I can keep a close eye on it and enjoy the whole process. Beautiful. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. So I've had this one about, I don't know, maybe I brought it in when it was cold. So maybe 4 or 5 months I've had this orchid here. There's quite a few over there I have. Okay, I have a lot of orchids. I did meet a lady at work yesterday, and I don't know how she brought it up. She brought it up. I didn't bring it up. In my defense, she's taking her son, who's into orchids. He's an adult. They are going up to, she said they were going up north to view an orchid. He kind of opens when you call him. One of those deals, when it's weapon time. So anyhow, they called this man and said they want to come up and see orchids. And of course, I told her about Carmela. I'm like, listen, if your son's into orchids, call Sheldon at Carmela. I don't get paid for this. I'm just in love with Carmela orchids. But this one came from Carmela, a year or two ago. And it's a stunning, stunning bloom. If this blooms, it's the chef's kiss. This is it. This is the orchid in my collection, if it blooms. It could bud blast. I'm trying to see. No, this is the first sheath it ever formed. And it formed this sheath a good 6 months ago. I thought I had a blind sheath. I thought nothing's going to happen. But I moved it over here to my east-facing window, pretty close to the window. I gave it a lot of sun. Obviously not a massive amount or the leaves would be lighter. But I am working with the home condition here. It has a bud forming. You're not going to see it because the lighting's probably wrong for you on your end. But down at the base of this sheath right here, there is a bud forming. What is this beautiful thing? Cattleya Ludmaniani. Butchered it. Semi-alba galera. So, I'm going to guard this from my Lilibet. If Lily, Precious Heart Lily, were to knock this one over, I love all my dogs, but Lilibet, she took my heart. If she damages this one, we're going to have a talk. We're going to have a little talk. Oh, and it also has a new growth over here. So it's very, very happy. When it blooms, I will put up a video so you can see the entire plant. We'll check it out. I need to get busy doing that. I need to show you some close-up views of just like my two dendrobiums together. Things like that. I need to do a little bit more of that. So I've showed you this. I've showed you everything except there is over there, I'm looking at a Sherry Baby type, aka something raspberry, big long sheath. Spike. The Sherry Babies are known for massive spikes. It's not nearly ready yet. It's just a really big, beautiful spike. We're a month or two out on seeing those blooms. And along with it, I'm seeing a beautiful new growth. So it's going to be blooming again this summer for me, late summer. It's always nice to kind of look ahead and see what's coming. It's really nice to do that. You're like, something to look forward. When you're growing orchids, there's always something to look forward to, which I love. I am one of those people, I have to have something to look forward to. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. But I think I have showed you everything. So now comes the work. I'm going to have to get my vacuum up the whole spaces, dust everything, scrub everything down with Barkeeper's Friend because I don't like to do a lot of chemicals. Just do a little spring clean over in that area. And I don't know what's happening in the grow space. I feel like when I'm gone, I don't know what's going on over there. I come home and I'll ask my son, did any of the orchids fall down today? I don't know. Did they jump off the shelf? Because I'll find like a long leaf on the ground, or I'll find a lot of bark, and I don't know what's going on over there, but something's going on. So that does need to clean up. The orchids look good. They're looking good. I will show you a video of the orchids doing very well. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a really, really good space with the orchids. My husband said, well, if you saved your money, you could build a greenhouse. And I said, I don't think I'd like it. I do not think I would like it. I do like living with them. I like to be surrounded by them. So if I had them in a greenhouse, I'd be living there. I want them. A greenhouse would be great. Like a nice size, not massive, not like, we have like 12 greenhouses at work. It's wild. But we don't sell orchids. I wish we did. But anyhow, I don't think I would like having to go out to be with the orchids. They can live here. Like the kayaking, you have to go out to it. You can't bring that here. I could probably kayak in the field tonight when it floods. It's going to flood. That road's going to flood again tonight. We are at max level for the lakes, for the rivers. There's nowhere else for it to go. And horror upon horror, after 75 degrees yesterday, and today's really nice out there too, I think I heard the owner at work saying we're going to drop down to 24 degrees at night. So it's going to be viciously cold, which means I really worry about all my little babies out there. I have tiny little poppies. Sissy-Hurst poppies. I can't wait to see them. So many Bells of Ireland. Oh my gosh, I love the Bells of Ireland. Rachel, if you're watching, I never see Bells of Ireland on your channel. Put some Bells of Ireland in your garden. I love them. I'm not a fan. The scent is very, you know a Belle of Ireland when you smell one. They're very, I don't know. It's not the most pleasant scent in the world, but they're beautiful. They're so beautiful in a flower arrangement. Enough about that. I have been all over the place today. It's just the lack of sleep, everybody. I need to sleep. And another round of storms tonight. I hope they pass before bedtime so I can get a good night's sleep, because I want to enjoy tomorrow. We're going to be going mushroom hunting, hopefully here in an hour before the storms come through, because we are getting, I think we can leave that way out of town. People are finding mushrooms. So we just have to avoid the ticks. So thank you so much I hope you've enjoyed the orchids. I just adore them. I don't come on as much as I should. I need to do better about that. But life gets busy. I enjoy watching everybody else's orchids. And of course, here living with them here. So I think this is a hobby. I couldn't imagine not raising orchids. I just could not imagine that. I feel like this is my plant. I tried the African violets. I've tried many other plants. I love my house plants, but these are it. And I think it's because you have something to look forward to. You have something to look forward to. So, that being said, I am going to let you go. Thank you so much for tolerating the ramblings. I'm going to go get busy watering all my beautiful, precious orchids on me. Please have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. And enjoy those orchids.